Hey Collective, Starseed, Lightworker, Twin Flame and Soulmates. I'm Lorraine and welcome to my channel. Welcome to today's Collective Tarot Love Reading. Alright, now just before I jump in there and bust the move, Collective, I'd just like to say I offer 100% money back guarantee for image readings, tarot readings, also the programs, as well as counselling, mentoring, plus advice to help you with union with self and union with your person. If you're interested, details are in the description box below this video. Right, so let's just jump in there and let's see what's going on for both you and your person's love journey thus far. And let's start with the now. Alright, so what it talks about here, Collective, is you're coming in with the Sun card and you are also coming in with the Chariot card here. It does talk about action here, Collective, taking action, the next action. Alright, Collective, see with both cards coming on the board, what it says there is there has been no action. See, these two cards are talking about thoughts here. These cards are talking about feelings. I do see the Chariot card as a feeling here, an emotion that can kind of spark or ignite an idea here, okay, about next steps, a dream, I want to be here, Collective, a place to go, of course, in terms of goals, success here in your reading. You know, these two cards are quite positive cards, because what these two cards talk about here, Collective, is, I was going to say coming out of a past cycle, but it also talks about here, Collective, coming out of a dark place here, a negative place, and I will explain that with the cards as I deep dive here. See, they talk about what one needs to do in order to be happy, in order to find happiness here. But what it also talks about here, Collective, is knowing what makes you happy and who makes you happy here. Because you already know, you've already pinpointed here, Collective, what doesn't make you happy and what non-lovers here. Both, the Sun card definitely talks about self here, which is why I'm coming in with what makes you happy. See, what I also pick up here with these two cards is that you finally know what that is. But, you know, this is both you and your person. It's not just about each other here with these two cards on the board. It also talks about other things here. And, you know, you ask the question, so what makes you happy? And a lot of people will go, I don't know. I have no idea. But with these two cards on the board, it's saying you know. That's why I referenced it, he Collective. You're saying, yeah, I know what makes me happy. I finally realise what makes me happy here. With the Chariot card, what it talks about there is what are the steps that you have to take to get to what makes you happy or to do what makes you happy here. See, most people don't just wake up one day and go, well, that's what makes me happy, I'm going to go and do it today. No, most people wake up, think about it, and think about the steps that they can take to get closer to what makes them happy. You know, it's like let's say, and this is just an easy scenario here, you want to get fit here. So there are steps that you need to take in order to get fit here. And there's more than one way, the Chariot card, there's more than one way in which you can do that, in which you can apply yourself here, Collective. So you've, like I said, the Chariot card. Yeah. And now you're coming in with the Sun card. Like I said, Sun card is self, it's growth here, collective, it's growing, it's development here. When it comes to the things that you love to do, that's what it's talking about. So both you and your person definitely see what makes you happy. Now you have to go and get it. I mean, both cards are positive. The Sun card is actually coming in as the light at the end of the tunnel. And the Chariot card is talking about here how to navigate through the tunnel to get to the light. And I spoke about a negative place, a dark place, where both you and your person are at this time, or could be working through at this time. They're really positive cards, because what it talks about, their collective, is coming out of darkness, coming out of a negative place. Most people, or some people, simply suppress that and they don't think it affects them. Yeah. But what it talks about here with these two cards is that for both you and your person, you know that it affects you. You know you want it. You know you want change. But on a personal level, when I talk about personal level here, collective, I'm talking about self. The change isn't your person here, or going towards your person here, collective. The change is actually yourself. All right. So let's move into here, collective. Yeah, these ones. Let's move into the challenges and obstacles now. So you're coming in with the Queen of Pentacles, you have the Three of Swords, and you're coming in with the Moon card here. Now I spoke about that dark place here, collective, the negative here. But what this negative is talking about here, in terms of the Queen of Swords, what I get there is that the Queen of Swords has actually been through a hell of a lot. Sorry, the Queen of Pentacles has actually been through a hell of a lot. But what it talks about here in your reading is that they've kept a lot to themselves. They've kept a lot hidden here. Now, in terms of the lie here, collective, what it talks about there in your reading is that, yes, this person has had to keep moving forward by not allowing the heartbreak to affect them and walk around in that negative misery, miserable sadness here. Okay? They had to keep moving forward. This is what it talks about. They had to keep pushing forward. Like I said, the light at the end of the tunnel. Yeah, of course, this was an obstacle and a challenge for this person, for the Queen of Pentacles. Because what it talks about there in your reading, collective, is that, of course, this could be you, is that you've lost some important people in your life. And the impact, the effect that it's had on you has been great, has been huge here. But the way in which you've dealt with it on your own. That's what I'm getting. But it's not something you take out into your everyday life here. It's something you keep to yourself, and only those that truly know you know what you're going through, know that it still affects you here. It was a challenge to come out of that dark place, is what it's saying here. It was an obstacle, challenge. Because it's huge losing someone that you love. It is. It's a cycle in itself because everything changes. And you can't control the changes, collective. You can't control your feelings here. Coming in with the moon card. And so what I get there, collective, is that there have been some days where it was just absolutely upsetting here. For you. But what it also talks about here, collective, it wasn't, I want to say it that way, I'm not too sure if this is the best way to say it, but it wasn't something you could allow to stop you. Stop you from living life, from walking out the door here, collective. See, it talks about here in your reading is that you had to keep moving, hence the Chariot card. There have been situations and experiences here that you've had to go through, collective, all right? But it's not like you're out there sharing it with everyone. You just work. You just carried on working here. On your stability, your business here. Queen of Pentacles, being stable here. Okay. It's a challenge to be stable. I get it. Yeah, to be stable in front of, to live life knowing that, knowing or still dealing with losing someone you loved here. And what I get here, collective, it was more than one person. But still being stable in front of people's eyeballs is what I get with the Queen of Pentacles here, collective. Okay, but on the inside, still having to deal with that loss. So the lie there, collective, was that it still affected you. It was huge here. That's the lie. Coming in with the moon card here. Because what people see here, collective, is actually the Queen of Pentacles. They don't see the heartbreak here. Because of the moon card here. Because you keep it to yourself. That's what it talks about. Alright, so let's go into the potential outcome here, collective. So you have the Nine of Swords. You were coming in with the Hierophant guy. And you also have the Five of Cups. You know what, here, collective, what your reading is talking about. See, for both you and your person, you both went through shit. That's what it's saying. You both went through some really tough situations, experiences here on a personal level. And when I talk about a personal level, I'm talking about self. Hence why you come in with the Sun card. Yeah, of course, when it came to both you and your person, there were shit that needed to be dealt with here in your reading. But what I get here is that you both were dealing with your own shit, which is why What's your own negative here? Okay, your own heartbreak and loss here, collective, and you couldn't deal with each other. This is why you can't deal. You couldn't. In the past, you couldn't deal with each other here, collective. That's what I'm getting. See, with the Nine of Swords coming here in your reading, collective, for your person, what I pick up there is that they knew exactly what was going on with you. But what it also talks about here, collective, is that they knew they couldn't change it. That's what I'm getting here. They knew they couldn't change it. They knew they couldn't. They didn't have control over it here. They knew you went through certain situations because you were coming in with the Three of Swords. All right? These challenges and obstacles here. They knew you were going through that, collective. Coming in with the Nine of Swords. See, what I get there, collective, for your person here. Well, they couldn't ride in on and save the day. They couldn't do that here, collective, because it wouldn't have made a difference. You wouldn't have seen it as help. Or, see, because what your cards are saying here in your reading is that you had to sort it. Yeah, of course, you had a handle on it and you were managing it here, collective, but you did that on your own. The best way that you knew how to deal with heartbreak and loss. And see, coming in with the Nine of Swords for your person is that it's like saying here they knew that's what was going down with you here, collective. But what it also talks about here in your reading is that they had shit to deal with too. Yeah. You know, it's coming in as here, collective, at that point in time when you were going through what you were going through here, with the Nine of Swords coming in for your person, it's almost like saying here they knew you would not have taken the help and support. That's what I'm getting. You didn't need it here. It's like saying, I want to deal with it. I want to deal with what I'm going through, and I want to deal with it on my own. Yeah. See, I get here, it's like they wanted to come in. They did want to come towards you, but their intentions may not have been. Of course, their intentions were good, here, collective, but it may not have been something you wanted at that time. That's what I'm getting. Now you're coming in with the Hierophant guy here, collective. Yeah. See, with your person, what it talks about there in your reading is that they're actually used to being the rock in the hard place, but you didn't see them that way. You didn't need them that way. Interesting reading here, collective. All right. Now you're coming in with the Five of Cups, and so what the Five of Cups is talking about there, collective, it had to do with what you were going through. To be quite honest, I know this is the potential outcome here. But it's coming down with your person knowing what you had been through, what you were going through here, and there was nothing that they could do to change it here, of course, and there was nothing they could do to get you to open up here, because you didn't want to be vulnerable here in your reading, coming in with the Queen of Pentacles, because what I get there is you just kept working. That's what it talks about here. You kept moving. But on a deeper level here, collective, it's like your person knew you were struggling. Now you're coming in with the Five of Cups here in your reading. See, what I get there, collective, is it's got to do with your person, and because they were unable to help you here, this is how it's coming in. Here, it made them feel unworthy. That's what it's talking about. Yeah. Yeah. That's what I'm getting. All right. So let's come in with the advice. Oh man. Let's come in with the advice for you. Advice for the collective. Heavens. You've got the Three of Wands. Here, so I could understand why you get the Three of Wands with what was going on over here. See, this Three of Wands is actually coming in as your person, waiting for that right time. You have been through a lot here, collective. Okay? And you keep a lot to yourself. You deal with your own heartbreak and loss. It's like you wipe your own tears there. I get here, you've been used to doing that. You've always had only yourself to lean on. But the person or the people that you lost that were close to you were the only people you leant on here for emotional support. It wasn't your person. That's what I'm getting. All right? Okay. There's something most definitely here. I do seem to think the Three of Wands is your person here, collective. Okay? Alright, I am going to leave it there. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you for your reading, collective. And I'll catch you later. Alright, bye.